Hey everybody, welcome back to BrickVault. Today we are taking a quick look at a rather small MOC by the amazing builder Boosker, who also designed the new ATTE dropship Clone Wars gunship and the ATAP. This is the Blade Runner spinner in Minifig scale from the 2017 movie Blade Runner 2049. This spinner is basically a super sleek looking flying car that can also drive and hover around using jet propulsion. It's used by the LAPD to patrol the city from the ground and the air. Kinda like a mix between a car, a helicopter and a spaceship. It's got that classic cyberpunk vibe, boxy design, flashing lights, and it just screams dystopian sci-fi. Oh, and coolest thing about it, it has scissor doors like a Lamborghini. This is Officer K's spinner, a more rundown Peugeot spinner, signifying his rank within the PD as a replicant, a bioengineered artificial human. This model consists of 227 pieces and the pieces will set you back around 25 USD. If you want to build this model yourself, you can find the instructions and parts list over on our website BrickVault.toys or via the link in the video description. Each purchase supports us and the amazing designers we work with like Boosker. This spinner is by far the best design I have ever seen in both Minifig scale but also bigger scales. This model is 15 centimeters long, 6.5 to 7 centimeters wide and 4.5 centimeters tall. Not the biggest model, but if there were a perfect Minifig scale, this would probably be it. Although this model is so small, you can see that the angles and shapes Boosker achieved here are just amazing. Such a small compact space, yet the way the relatively new slopes blend into the roof with these panel pieces is just so satisfying. On the roof we also have the venting detail represented with the round bricks with stud on the side. The side assemblies have been angled on multiple axes to achieve not only the sloping on the top but also on the bottom. My personal highlight here is the back. The red pieces represent the lights. We have one bar of light below that peeks through the bricks and the main rear light that gets nestled in by two 1x1 bracket pieces on each side, which is also super satisfying. The rear lights themselves use headlight bricks to show just the outline of the light and the middle is left out. That's super accurate to the quote-unquote real thing, which is really impressive at this scale. On the bottom we have a wheel because the spinner can also drive, of course, and the Minifig neck bracket acts as a mudguard flap. Left and right we also have the propulsion outlets represented with bound tiles. There are some tricky angles achieved around the wheel assembly with all sorts of different slopes, which is really interesting to look at. We have the doors on the sides with the windows represented here. The doors don't open up unfortunately, only a small portion can be angled upwards technically. In the front we have the two wheels that also double as headlights using the whip pieces inside, and in the very front there are inlets built up using a triangular tile, which is interesting to see and put together. Although this model is so small, it can actually fit a Minifig, although you have to nestle it in quite deeply and you have to be mindful of head pieces or helmets here because the Minifig can't be too tall. The cockpit just connects via one stud in the front. You can technically fit two Minifigs in here side by side too. There's a steering yoke for the driver and a display represented using a clip piece. Also there is a grill slope to give the interior just a little bit more detail. The model is generally pretty sturdy and super playable and swooshable. Of course you maybe don't want to hold it by any of the extremities like the ones in the front, although maybe they wouldn't even break off instantly since this model is so small and light. It feels good in your hand and pretty dense, which gives off a rugged vibe, so nothing to worry about here. Again, not too much to show you guys with this small build, but nonetheless a pretty cool one with quite advanced techniques. If you want to build this model yourself and support us in the process, again you can find the instructions on BrickVault.toys. Consider leaving a like before you go about the rest of your day or night, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll catch you in the next one at BrickVault.